Hi, this is Rob Manson with MAXIM Ropes. I'm here to you to do an Earth Day video. At MAXIM Ropes, every day is Earth Day, but since the rest of the world celebrates it on one day a year, we thought we'd give you something really special. We're here to interview a key customer of ours, a company called Mountain Dog, and I'd like to introduce you to Charles Howard from Mountain Dog. We've worked with them since about 2014. On the first of every month, they take 100% of our remnants from creating MAXIM ropes, and they use them to create some great dog leashes. I use them myself, and I love them, not just because they're MAXIM, because they're fantastic. So, Charles, good to see you.
Good to see you too.
We're going to start with just a couple of quick questions here. So, Charles, I guess give us the 411 and the beta on Mountain Dog.
So I started this company in 2009. I had a corporate job, got laid off. My wife and I went rock climbing down at Potrero Chico, spent about a month down there. And while we were down there, one of the stray dogs kind of adopted us, started following us around. My wife told me she wasn't going home without the dog, so we ended up bringing the dog home with us. While we were at Potrero Chico, we took one of our climbing ropes, MAXIM rope, and made a dog leash for the dog. And when we got home, we kept on using the same piece of rope. And I got some compliments on it. They said, "Wow, that's a cool looking leash." And I said, "I'm not doing anything else. Maybe I could start a company doing this." And started in my garage in 2009 and have been growing and going strong ever since. Now we've got our own facility. We've got a staff of 14 people, and we build dog leashes here in Phoenix, Arizona.
That is absolutely fantastic. So beyond that, what makes your product so special compared to other dog leashes? Personally, I like the one where you have the extra clip and the ring on it so I can quickly wrap outside of the cafe or wherever I'm going. Fantastic. But what makes your product so special compared to everything else on the market?
So the fact that we actually use real climbing rope. We use MAXIM climbing rope. We've got, a lot of different ropes are used in dog leashes, a lot of different materials. Ours life safety equipment. So it's an incredibly strong and durable product. Everything's made in the USA. We don't outsource our manufacturing. We don't import leashes from Asia. We actually build these in our factory here in Phoenix. So it's all made in the USA, and everything comes with a lifetime guarantee, unconditional. So if your dog chooses a leash, we'll give you a new one free of charge.
That's fantastic. How much approximately, maybe you don't know this, but how much basically plastic do you keep out of the landfill a year by recycling these nylon ropes, which are essentially plastic? But how much of that do you keep out of the landfill a year and put back into the system?
So we do over 10 tons of rope a year that we actually build. So yeah, and our yield's not 100%. The part that we don't use, we have some scrap. There's a facility here in Phoenix that does recycling for nylon 6. That's what the material that's made, that all climbing ropes are made from. So we take all of our stuff that's not used and we recycle it through them. So we really have, zero waste that goes in the landfill from the product we receive.
Yeah, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. That's a lot.
It
There's
is
some other stuff that has nothing to do with the Earth Day thing, but you were telling me a story about giving back to the community. Do you want to just touch on that really quick? Because I think it's a pretty cool story.
Yeah, so so like many businesses, we had trouble finding staff after the pandemic. And through a series of connections, we got together with the local African refugee community. So most of our employees are from Central Africa, from Burundi, Tanzania, Congo, and they're refugees that are here, and they work in our facility. So many days, the most common language being spoken in the facility is Swahili, and that's been for me. I didn't know anything about that culture and that group, and they've just been an awesome addition to the Mountain Dog family, and they're a big part of what we do.
Oh, that sounds great. The food must be fantastic, by the way.
It is. So we've gone to a local African restaurant here in Phoenix. It's actually a fairly large African refugee community here, and they've taken us to one of the local African restaurants, and it's great.
Oh, that's awesome. So you're clearly a climber yourself. How long have you been climbing, and and I guess that's how you found your way to leashes, huh? But how long have you
Yep.
been climbing?
So I started climbing in the late 80s when I was in college, and I've been climbing ever since. Um, yeah, it's a big part of what I do, and you know, this has been a real nice, collaboration between my hobby of climbing and my business. So
That's awesome. Awesome. Well, how do people find more about your leashes? How do they find your leashes? How do they find you so they can help us recycle our plastic?
So mountaindogproducts.com. You can go to the website. We've got a fairly active community on Instagram. We're Mountain Dog Products there too. And that'd be a great place to learn. And if you ever got any questions, you can always contact me, Charles at mountaindogproducts.com.
That sounds great. Well, thank you very much, Charles. Since 2014, I guess this is 10 years we've been working together. It's been a joy. You're a great company to work with, great products. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you. We wouldn't be doing what we're doing without you as a partner. And so thank you very much, Rob. You've been a great supplier, and you've really been a key part of our growth. So thanks a lot.
It's our pleasure. Happy Earth Day, everyone, from Maxim Ropes and Mountain Dog.
Happy Earth Day.